the island that forced scientists to rethink aging. It began as a statistical inconvenience, an island that refused to fit the global aging curve. People lived longer there, but more strangely, they stayed capable almost until the end. At first, researchers assumed isolation explained it. Cleaner air, simpler food, fewer pollutants. But those explanations collapsed quickly. Other isolated regions did not show the same pattern. To understand why this island mattered, scientists had to look past environment and into behavior. Because what slowed aging here was not what people added to their lives, but what they never removed. Daily life followed an unhurried rhythm, not slow but unforced. Work blended into rest. Social interaction filled the spaces modern life leaves empty. Nobody rushed toward efficiency. Time was not optimized. It was inhabited. Medical records revealed a striking detail. Chronic diseases appeared later. Decline compressed into a short window near the end of life. Long stretches of functional independence were followed by brief downturns. This contradicted the dominant model of aging as a long, gradual slope. Here, aging looked rectangular. High function, then a rapid drop. Something was preserving systems until very late. The key difference was not diet alone, nor genetics. It was continuity. People did not experience sharp life phase transitions. Work did not abruptly end. Social roles did not collapse. Identity remained coherent across decades. Scientists realized they were observing something rare, a population where life did not fracture into disconnected stages. And that cohesion appeared to protect biology itself. This island was not exceptional because it added years. It was exceptional because it protected the shape of those years. And that forced a deeper question. What if aging accelerates most when life itself becomes fragmented? As researchers mapped the island's social structure, the pattern sharpened. There were no abrupt exits from usefulness. People shifted roles gradually. Physical demands eased. Social responsibility increased. No single age marked the end of contribution. This continuity mattered. Sudden identity loss is a powerful stressor. It spikes inflammation, disrupts sleep, alters immune function. On the island, those shocks were rare. Life flowed forward without sharp breaks. Daily movement was constant but unremarkable. Walking, carrying, standing, resting, repeating. The body stayed engaged without being strained. Recovery was embedded, not scheduled. Stress existed, but it moved differently. It was shared, diffused through community, rarely internalized in isolation. The nervous system experienced challenge without chronic activation. Biologically, this preserved resilience. Systems were used, then allowed to reset. Repair kept pace with wear. Aging did not disappear. It was postponed. What unsettled researchers was how ordinary everything looked. No biohacks, no interventions, just a life structured to avoid fragmentation. This forced a reevaluation of modern longevity strategies. Perhaps the problem was not that people aged too quickly. Perhaps it was that modern life pulled them apart too early. And once that possibility was considered, many familiar patterns began to look less accidental. The conflict becomes clear when this island is compared to the modern world. Most lives today are divided into hard segments: education, work, retirement, productivity, then pause, identity, then absence. Each transition acts like a biological shock. Research shows that abrupt role loss elevates stress hormones for years. The body does not interpret retirement or redundancy as rest. It reads them as instability. Systems built for adaptation struggle when purpose collapses overnight. On the island, nothing collapsed. Change arrived gradually. Elders did not stop mattering. They mattered differently. That difference protected the nervous system from chronic threat signaling. Modern societies, in contrast, optimize for speed. Roles are narrow. Value is conditional. Once usefulness ends, replacement is immediate. The body experiences this as erasure, even when comfort increases. Attempts to compensate through leisure often fall short. Entertainment cannot replace relevance. Activity cannot substitute necessity. Without consequence, engagement loses its biological weight. This revealed the core conflict. Longevity does not fail because people stop moving or eating well. It fails because identity fractures. The body ages faster when the story of a life breaks into disconnected chapters. The island forced scientists to confront a hard truth. Aging is not only shaped by what happens inside the body, it is shaped by how society decides when a person's role is over. And as long as modern systems continue to end usefulness early, biology will continue to respond accordingly. The climax of this story is the realization that aging accelerates when life loses continuity, when roles end abruptly, when identity fractures, when meaning is segmented into short-lived phases. The island did not prevent aging by removing stress. It prevented it by smoothing transitions. Effort flowed into rest. Responsibility flowed into mentorship. Life remained coherent from one decade to the next. The resolution is not to copy the island. It is to learn from its structure. Longevity is protected when people are allowed to evolve, not exit, when usefulness changes form instead of disappearing. Modern life offers many advantages, but it also introduces sharp edges. Careers that end suddenly. Social roles that evaporate. These cuts leave biological scars. As societies rethink aging, the lesson becomes unavoidable. Extending lifespan without extending continuity will always produce fragile longevity. Years added, but easily lost, because in the end, the body does not age in isolation. It ages in response to how smoothly a life is allowed to unfold. Subscribe to join the journey.